सच्चाई जरूर बाहर आएगी और हमारी जो मुहिम है सच के लिए वो इससे बाद और भी जोर शोर से होगी। कोई दबाव वबाव हम पे कोई इम्पैक्ट ही नहीं होता।
Becoming relevant is because if the Supreme Court now believes there has to be a CBI probe, it will only help us further to get to the truth of what happened on the 9th to 16th April 2020.
Did previous government fail to celebrate Hindu heritage? Is it not secular to celebrate Hindu heritage? Big debate after Mahakal corridor inauguration. Why did Uddhav Sonia government block CBI for Palghar?
To really come to the bottom of what happened when the two sadhus had been lynched, and that's why a 3-page affidavit stating that we are ready and willing to hand over the investigation in the Palghar case to the CBI.
Republic demanded CBI for Palghar. Who suppressed the truth? Debating tonight at 10 p.m.
From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9. Presented by Amity University. Powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group and Century Ply.
Good evening and welcome. Ayodhya, Kashi Vishwanath, Mahakal Lok in Ujjain, places of tremendous religious significance for Hindus in India and Hindus across the world. All given a transformative level of much needed attention only now. Viewers, the level of disrepair and neglect of places like Kashi Vishwanath till the recent restoration makes me wonder, why have places of priceless value to Hindus in India, to India's Hindu heritage, not been celebrated earlier? All religions must be celebrated. But have previous governments been too apologetic about India's Hindu heritage, our Hindu heritage? Is disregarding India's Hindu heritage been seen as secular by the pseudos? Is celebrating thousands of years of our Hindu heritage being seen as majoritarianism? Or is taking pride in our Hindu heritage being seen as politically risky, inconvenient? With the only acknowledgement of Hindu heritage being a mandatory temple run before every election. What is secularism? Are we truly secular? If we are truly secular, then our Hindu heritage must be celebrated. If we are truly secular, our Hindu heritage must be acknowledged. We don't need to be apologetic about it. All religions must be celebrated equally. And that includes the religion that 1 billion Indians follow with pride. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a very necessary debate won today, when there has been a spectacular inauguration of the Mahakal corridor in Ujjain, which begs the question, why was Hindu heritage not celebrated earlier? And debate number 2 tonight. The Shinde government says it is now ready to hand the Palghar case to the CBI. Why don't we investigate why Uddhav and Sonia organized a go-slow on the killing of the sadhus in Palghar? Debate number 3 tonight. After Partha Chatterjee, the ED arrests the TMC's Manik Bhattacharya. Now, how long will Mamta defend him? If the scam is a truth, then what's there to defend? That's the question for Mamta Banerjee. And here are the headlines this Tuesday evening on the debate tonight. India witnesses the Mahakal moment. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates the first phase of the Mahakal corridor project. It's the biggest celebration of Hindu heritage in Ujjain. Why didn't previous governments celebrate Hindu heritage? More than 900 days since the lynching of the sadhus and Republic's sustained campaign, the Maharashtra government is to hand over the Palghar probe to the CBI. Republic was harassed, threatened and physically attacked, but today marks the victory of our unrelenting fight for justice for the sadhus who were killed in Palghar. How many more ministers and leaders, another TMC MLA arrested in the job scam? And Samajwadi Party patriarch Mulayam Singh Yadav is laid to rest. Ladies and gentlemen, the very fulcrum of secularism is that everyone can take pride in their religion without fear, without apology, and without hesitation. We must take pride in the 12 Jyotirlings in India. We must celebrate our temples. We must do so not at the cost of any other religion, but alongside them. Indian culture and heritage include, proudly so, India's expansive, thousands of years old Hindu heritage. So why is it that for far too long those in past suppressed, ignored and shunted our Hindu heritage? Let us take a look at the stunning celebration today of Hindu heritage at the Mahakal corridor, and then we debate.
At 5:38 p.m., the cavalcade of the Prime Minister made its way to the Mahakal temple in Ujjain. The entire city was decked up with buntings and an atmosphere of celebration. As the Prime Minister made his way to the Mahakaleshwar temple, a sense of joy prevailed as the city of immense Hindu significance finally got its due.
ऐसा उज्जैन के लिए कोई सौगात दी है। आज तक कोई भी प्रधानमंत्री ने इतनी बड़ी सौगात हमारा उज्जैन को नहीं मिली थी।
The excitement on ground was palpable as these chants echoed in Ujjain. At 6:02 p.m., PM Modi arrived at the Mahakaleshwar temple along with Shivraj Singh Chauhan. In complete Hindu tradition, draped in a saffron shawl, Rudraksh in hand, sacred tilak on his head, the Prime Minister offered prayers and performed the aarti at the banks of the Mahakal temple. As the sun set, the 800 crore rupee Sri Mahakal Lok corridor, 4 times the size of the Kashi Vishwanath corridor, was all lit up in its true glory. A truly visually captivating and enchanting sight. The Prime Minister assessed every part of the structure with a sense of detail and precision.
यहां काल चक्र का 84 कल्पों का प्रतिनिधित्व करते 84 शिवलिंग है। यहां 4 महावीर है, 6 विनायक है, 8 भैरव है, 8 मातृकाएं हैं, 9 ग्रह है और इन सबके केंद्र में राजाधिराज कालाधिराज महाकाल विराजमान है।
As prayers reverberated, the Prime Minister inaugurated the Sri Mahakal corridor. What India and the world witnessed was a true celebration of Hindu culture at the world's longest temple corridor.
जय श्री महाकाल, जय श्री महाकाल महाराज की जय। महाकाल महादेव, महाकाल महाप्रभु, महाकाल महारुद्र, महाकाल नमोस्तुते। उत्तराखंड में बाबा केदार के आशीर्वाद से केदारनाथ बद्रीनाथ तीर्थ क्षेत्र में विकास के नए अध्याय लिखे जा रहे हैं और अब इसी कड़ी में ये भव्य, अति भव्य महाकाल लोक भी अतीत के गौरव के साथ भविष्य के स्वागत के लिए तैयार हो चुका है।
It's time to embrace our rich Hindu culture and celebrate Hindu heritage. Let's debate.
GVL Narasimha Rao, the BJP, Aarti Agarwal, author, researcher, Dushyant Sridhar, Vedic scholar, Lokesh Jindal of the Congress, Renu Mittal, senior journalist, Abhishek Sudhir of the Tiranga Shaka, Manasvi Thapar. My first question is to Sadguru Sri Riteshwar Ji Maharaj of the Sri Anandam Dham in Vrindavan. Sadguru Ji, what is the significance of, can you explain in religious terms and in terms of Hindu heritage for all our viewers, what is the significance of the Sri Mahakal Lok Corridor project for Hindus? What is the significance of this corridor which is around the Mahakaleshwar temple?
आकाशे तारकम लिंगम पाताले हाटकेश्वरम भूलोके च महाकालो लिंगत्रये नमस्तुते. We all are very glad today, and this is a historic day for us, for Sanatan, for Bharat, Hindu, all of us. I would like to talk in Hindi, Mr. Arnab Goswami.
जी, absolutely all right. जी
Will you permit me?
बिल्कुल 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 सदगुरु जी, yes.
Okay. आज महाकाल के इस पुनरुद्धार, पुनरुद्धार और जो पहली फेज का एक महालोक का दर्शन हम लोगों ने किया। मैं स्वयं शिव पुराण पढ़ता हूँ, शिव पुराण की बातें भी करता हूँ, सभी पुराण शास्त्र पढ़ता हूँ, पर जो कभी लिखा हुआ देखा, जो कल्पनाओं में होती थी, आज वो महाकाल के उस महालोक का दर्शन करके लगा। आप अनुमान नहीं लगा सकते कि आज भारतवासी, सनातन संस्कृति के लोग, और प्रधानमंत्री जी ने तो इतनी सुंदर घोषणा की कि पूरे विश्व के लिए, मानवता के लिए ये महाकाल का जो जीर्णोद्धार और पुनरुद्धार हुआ है, इसको महसूस कर पाएगा पूरा विश्व। देखिए, एक और बहुत बड़ी लाइट मैं फिर बता देता हूं आपने जो पूछा है। एक बहुत बड़ी लाइन इन्होंने कहा कि ये युग केवल इनोवेशन का नहीं है। इनोवेशन जरूरी है, पर इनोवेशन के साथ रिनोवेशन का। दैट इज द पंच लाइन ऑफ प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र दामोदर दास मोदी और ऑल ऑफ अस। उन्होंने ये कहा कि इनोवेशन में चंद्रयान हो, हमारी मिसाइलें हों, हमारे तकनीक के क्षेत्र में हमारे आगे बढ़ने के तरीके हों, हम निरंतर बढ़ रहे हैं और निरंतर प्रयास कर रहे हैं। ये देश निरंतर प्रयास कर रहा है भौतिक रूप से आगे बढ़ने के लिए, लेकिन आध्यात्मिक रूप से और सांस्कृतिक रूप से अगर किसी राष्ट्र का पतन हो गया और गुलामी के कालखंड में आपने जो कुछ अपने सांस्कृतिक धरोहरों को खोए थे, अगर उसे आप अपने स्वतंत्रता के काल में रिगेन नहीं कर पाते, तो यह कैसी स्वतंत्रता, ये कैसा देश, कैसी सरकारें जो अपने देश में गुलामी के कालखंड में हुए अत्याचारों के अभी भी जो भी प्रतीक हैं उनको सहन करके बैठे हैं, दर्शन करने जाते हैं, देखते हैं, उनको आपने हॉलिडे स्टे होम बना दिया है। हमारे यहाँ भारतीय सनातन संस्कृति के अनुसार पुनः आज प्रधानमंत्री ने घोषणा की कि रिनोवेशन होगा इस देश में, और रिनोवेशन हो रहे। ये कोई साधारण घटना नहीं है अर्नब जी, आप बहुत विचारशील हैं। आज आपको एक और कांग्रेचुलेशन दे ही देता हूं पालघर के साधुओं के लिए कि पालघर के साधुओं की मर्डर में जिन लोगों को जाना था जेल, वो तो कुछ दिन तक बाहर रहे, लेकिन अर्नब गोस्वामी गए जेल। और आज 908 दिन के बाद आपका विजय हुआ है। ये कांग्रेस आपके लिए, पूरे देश के लिए और न्याय, कानून और सनातन संस्कृति में आस्था रखने वाले प्रत्येक जन के लिए। पर महाकाल पे आता, महाकाल के लिए, महाकाल कालों के काल, जहां काल भी आकर के अपना सर्वस्व खो देता है। महामृत्युंजय के जाप से मरणासन्न व्यक्ति, मरने वाले व्यक्ति भी जहां पुनर्जीवित हो जाते हैं। आज भारतवर्ष में उज्जैन, वृंदावन और मथुरा का मैं हूं, और हमारे भगवान कृष्ण शिक्षा के लिए उज्जैन ही गए, सांदीपनी ऋषि के आश्रम में। तो हम लोगों के लिए तो हमारे गुरु आश्रम के जैसा है। तो आज उज्जैन की धरती पर यह पुनरुत्थान इस बात की घोषणा भी करता है कि गुरु धाम का तो हो गया, अब जो शिष्य, भगवान श्री कृष्ण शिष्य बने सांदीपनी मुनि के, अब मथुरा भी यहां पर आएगा, मुझे पता है। लेकिन महाकाल भगवान केवल एक मंदिर नहीं, राष्ट्र की आस्था है। भारत की पौराणिक सांस्कृतिक संस्थानों को पुनः खड़ा करने, और आज आपने दृश्य देखा, आंखों से अश्रु गिर रहे थे अर्नब जी, कि मैं उसी भारत में हूं, उसी भारत में हूं जहां पर ये दृश्य मुझे देखने को मिल रहे हैं। आज पूरा भारत आनंद और आह्लाद से अपने आने वाली पीढ़ियों के पीठ थपथपाते हुए और नरेंद्र दामोदर दास मोदी को पूरी पूरी आशीष देते हुए, सताई होने का आशीर्वाद देते हुए आज भारतवर्ष अपलक निगाहों से उज्जैन की धरती पर ये देख रहा था।
अब ये सवाल ये भी उठेगा सदगुरु जी, और अब मैं डिबेट शुरू करता हूं आपके अनुमति के साथ। वैसे ट्रांसलेशन करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है। जो मूल मुद्दा है, द कोर इशू वी मस्ट एड्रेस टुडे, why was Hindu heritage ignored for such a long time? Why was Hindu heritage allowed to fall into oblivion and disrepair? Is it secular to do that? I'll give one example. Renu, confront the issue. Location, Renu, confront the issue. Why was the Rudrasagar lake around the Mahakaleshwar allowed to become a dumping ground? Did nobody understand the religious significance of the area, or did nobody care? Which one of you would like to take that? Renu, you may. Lokesh, yes, yes, Lokesh.
Good evening, everybody. Yes,
what I'm saying is, please ask this question to Shivraj Singh ji. He has been the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh more times than you would care to count. He is the guy who has to tell you why this is happening. Now the Prime Minister offers the theme of religion to the people of this country. What for? So the point is that you don't talk about jobs, don't talk about inflation, don't talk about price rise, only religion. And where has Hindu heritage ever been? We are proud Hindus, Arnab. We go to mandirs, we do our puja, we do everything.
Okay,
but doesn't mean we wear it on our sleeve.
Okay, I once say, Lokesh, your audio is not correct. I request the producers to fix it.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm getting a response. Renu, allow me.
Yeah, whatever.
Just allow me. No, not whatever. I'll get GVL into this. I take strong exception to your use of the phrase, and maybe GVL can respond to you, a theme of religion. I can tell you,
yes,
I am a proud Hindu, and I'm certainly not. I am certainly not on drugs. 1 minute. That is your interpretation. It is my faith. It is not my narcotic. It is your way you look at it. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is not the theme of religion. Please, you wouldn't say this about any other religion, but about Hindu religion you will say this. You will not say this about any other religion, but about Hindu religion you will say it, because it has become par for the course to abuse and attack Hindus and their faith, and to call their faith into something which is almost clandestine. I absolutely condemn the use of language by you there. And now I shall let GVL respond.
You may condemn anything you like. It doesn't matter.
Sure, it won't matter to you.
You can condemn whatever you like.
Sure, it won't matter to you, but I will still do it.
No, it doesn't matter. Because the fact is, this is what the Prime Minister of India is doing. This is what the Prime Minister of India is doing. He wants people to forget all other issues.
I'm letting GVL respond. GVL is frozen. His screen is frozen. So I'll get Aarti and Dushyant on the left, please. Question being very simple. Maybe Aarti responds to it, so we keep our debate going.
Yes.
Today, by the way, I just want to tell you, IMF released figures. We have the highest growth rate projected. So I don't know who argues here, Aarti, that religion is at the expense. Oh, you do something for Mahakal, it's at the expense of economy. It's at the expense of jobs. Absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Aarti is responding. Aarti Agarwal is on the debate, ladies and gentlemen.
Building the temple of Mahakaleshwar itself is growth for the economy.
Should be better. Aarti.
You have all discovered Hindu religion.
Building the Mahakaleshwar temple is itself a growth.
Louder for Aarti, yes.
The background. No, it's not true. You want to use
Am I audible?
You are audible, but you need to speak clearly and immediately. She's not going to stop. Thank you very much. Renu, listen to the other side. Aarti.
Economy will happen when temples are supported.
No, I'm saying
louder. Improve the audio for Aarti. Yeah, go on, Aarti.
The building of the Mahakaleshwar temple itself is going to grow the economy of MP. So I don't know what you're talking about, unemployment and inflation and blah blah, because this is the kind of infrastructure development that has happened in Mahakaleshwar.
I'm sorry.
I need to hear Aarti, so please a little higher for Aarti, a little lower for Renu. I need to hear her. Renu, you're not stopping, so I'm lowering your fader a bit. I'm letting Aarti respond. Please. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, you keep on lowering.
So the kind of, see, for growth, you need some infrastructure development also, right? That is happening in Mahakaleshwar. That is going to lead to growth in jobs. That is going to lead to less unemployment, growth economy of MP. So I don't know why you are bringing inflation and unemployment into this unrelated argument over here. The problem is the moment you talk about Hindu issue,
louder audio. I asked for it to be fixed. Yes, go on, Aarti. Please, sorry, terrible audio link there. Yeah. But
yeah, I'm just.
Oh God! Again, now we are fixing it. It's going all over the place. I'll get it fixed and come back to you. Question being out here. Question being, I don't think your audio is okay either. Lokesh, hello. Lokesh, can you hear me? I will go to GVL in a bit. Lokesh. Yes, Lokesh.
See, when you
I don't know now. I don't have Lokesh's audio.
Audio can work because they're not truths being voiced. Truths are not being voiced. You are not looking at the problems of
Renu, I just said to you that can you give it a break for a while? I'm trying to get the others in. I'm having terrible audio connections, as you can see. So I'm trying to talk to him. What's your problem? I'm trying to talk to Lokesh. Lokesh, listen. Question being, can you hear me? Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Thank you. Now the question being, the truth is very uncomfortable. And here's the truth. I'm asking you. Why was the Kashi Vishwanath temple allowed to rot with 56 Vinayak Parikrama spots, including many Ganesh temples, taken over and surrounded by a whole lot of illegal structures. My question is, for 70 years, did nobody understand the religious significance of the Kashi Vishwanath premises? Did nobody understand the significance of the Rudrasagar lake around Mahakaleshwar? Just give me a thought on it before you, just answer the question, please. Yeah.
Arnab, certainly it's our heritage, and the government is bound by DPSP as well as it's the fundamental duty of every individual to preserve the rich heritage and cherish it. And similarly, Kamal Nath ji in 2019 itself, he had drawn a plan so as to allocate 300 crores for the Mahakaleshwar corridor in 2019, which was the outcome of the present development. So to claim that previously these temples had been ignored is absolutely wrong. The government had always taken due steps according to the means that were available, the resources that permitted them, and they have been preserved.
Oh, the resources have suddenly come up. GVL responding from the BJP. GVL.
No, Arnab, I think there has been a I would say a conspiratorial plan on the part of the Congress and many other parties to deride and also ignore India's rich cultural heritage and also important places of worship. This began in 1947. Why did Nehru, as Pandit Nehru, as Prime Minister, he opposed reconstruction of Somnath Temple. He said this would lead to Hindu revivalism. Look at the mindset from the time India became independent. There was a concerted effort to somehow ensure that India's rich Hindu cultural heritage does not survive. Yoga. Today, yoga is celebrated as an international. We celebrate this on an international scale. Why was yoga not given this kind of recognition when there were other governments for 70 years? Why does it have to wait until Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji takes office? Prayagraj. You see, once in 12 years, what we have this Mahakumbh. The Kumbh Mela has been given the status of United Nations intangible heritage status. Why was it not done? Kumbh Mela has not come up after Modi ji became Prime Minister. So there has always been an attempt to somehow ignore and ensure that Hindus do not feel proud about their own religion. You see, if you look at most of the temples that you see today, temples that are being renovated, massive temples that still exist in their good shape in the south of India, they have all been built. They have all been built thousands of years ago. Some of them have been built 1500 years ago. Why has Congress party all along opposed? Today, time has come for the Congress party to atone for their sins and to say how they made a blunder, like Rahul Gandhi went around the temples claiming to be a Shiv Bhakt. I would like Shiv Bhakt to today accept the blunders of his grandfather and great-grandfather and the blunder of the Congress party all these years.
Now your Home Minister, Home Minister of Madhya Pradesh, he said that the Mahakaleshwar Ujjain temple was the brainchild of Shivraj Singh Chauhan's government in 2017. But if you go to the journalism in 2017, what we see is Shivraj Singh Chauhan ji visiting the Ujjain temple and asking his personal guard to pick up his shoes. In 2019, the Patrika, 2019 Patrika, Kamal Nath ji came out with the exclusive plan.
Governments in Delhi
Sir, please let me complete, sir.
Do not indulge in this kind of...
Please let me complete, sir. Please let me complete, sir. Sir, this is the 2019 article in Patrika, where it is stated on 18th of August 2019, which states that 300 crore se savarega Raja ka darbar. विकास और विस्तार की योजना पर सीएम कमलनाथ ने किया मंथन. Kamalnath ji, he had drawn a plan so as to bring about a complete renovation of Mahakaleshwar temple. No, please let me complete. It was the Congress government which drew a plan so as to modernize the entire Mahakaleshwar temple in Ujjain, for which the due credit is taken by you. How can you say that the Congress had been ignoring this particular temple? It's a complete lie.
Can you name one temple in the country?
Please,
GVL.
Sir, if you have any factual base, please prove what I'm saying.
Can you name one temple in the country?
I'll tell you. You see, just one minute. One minute. GVL, I'm coming in for a moment. You know, can I just come in for a moment, Renu? Thank you so much. Thank you. You see, I know the truth is upsetting.
Yeah.
Who wants to hear the truth? If people could, they would fill their ears with lies in order to satisfy themselves like you want, Renu.
Yes.
Now, I'll tell you one thing. Your icon.
Yeah. Don't tell
your
me.
icon.
GVL
your icon, Jawaharlal Nehru.
Anybody who tells
your icon, Jawaharlal Nehru. Allow me to complete. Allow me to complete. Allow me to complete. I'm not saying you're anti-Hindu, but I'm saying that I have. Can you please?
No. He is anti-Hindu.
Okay, fine. Say Renu, that's all. Renu, I'll tell you.
He's anti-Hindu.
Just understand. Okay, I'll get Abhishek. I'll get Manasvi on the right. Otherwise, people will say, why have you called us? You don't want to let us speak. Point being, Manasvi, I see your hand go up. Just 1 minute. Question is, Nehru openly told K.M. Munshi. Who wants to hear this? He told K.M. Munshi, Mr. Munshi, I don't like your trying to restore Somnath. This is Hindu revivalism. Hindus are going to be revived. He said this. He is a prime minister who wanted to block the Somnath temple reconstruction, and people are asking me today. On this program, people are asking me. Why have we celebrated Hindu heritage now? If you want a straight question, then I'll tell you. If Sarnath can be maintained, then why not maintain the Kashi Vishwanath corridor? I believe the Buddhist heritage site of Sarnath, for example, Abhishek, where Buddha preached his first sermon and he attained enlightenment, is maintained beautifully. I have been there beautifully. But why should the Kashi Vishwanath temple premises, which was 9 kilometers away, why was it in that abject condition? Why should I not ask? If Taj Mahal can be kept pollution free, then why not Mahakal's Rudrasagar lake? Why was it allowed to become a dumping ground?
Absolutely. Very, very valid question, which you should ask one of the longest serving chief ministers of Madhya Pradesh, Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Why was the Mahakal Lok complex allowed to rot? Why was the Rudrasagar lake allowed to be used as a dumping ground? Very, very valid question.
Pass the buck, pass the buck.
One point,
pass the
Mr.
buck
Goswami.
as usual, you know.
Pass the buck as usual.
Answer the question. Why did Shivraj Singh Chauhan neglect it? Answer the question.
He is today.
Answer the question. Shivraj Singh Chauhan has been chief minister for decades.
Was Digvijay Singh?
For decades he's been chief minister.
Was it being maintained well when Digvijay Singh was chief minister?
I don't hold any brief for the Congress.
Government doing
I don't hold any brief for the Congress. I blame Nehru. I blame Nehru and Modi. I blame Nehru and Modi for the state we are in. Mr. Goswami, there are two types of Hindus in this country today. And there are two types of Hindus on this debate. Everybody on this debate is a Hindu today. But there are two types. There is a secure Hindu, there is an insecure Hindu.
Really?
The insecure Hindu will cry and whine.
When your party was in government in Uttar Pradesh,
one minute. Just, okay. My religion stands on its own. And I am a secure Hindu.
I have a question.
You are an insecure Hindu. I am a secure Hindu.
Okay, so Mr. Secure Hindu. Mr. Secure Hindu, I'm asking you, Mr. Secure Hindu. Arti, can you hear me? Is my audio through or not through?
Shame on you. You use your religion for votes.
Understand which side they are on.
Is Dushyant there? I can't see him on the left.
You use your religion for votes. There is nothing more anti-Hindu than using Hinduism for votes.
Okay, now
you weaponize our religion, you militarize our religion, you use it for votes. Pathetic. Shame on you, GVL. Shame on the party you belong to. Shame on the Prime Minister.
People are spitting on the Congress. I'm not happy using that word, but that's the reality. People
Where is the
understand
Congress? The Congress is as
party,
pathetic as y'all. The Congress are a bunch of appeasers.
And all those,
y'all are a bunch of appeasers.
all the so-called secular parties have actually derided Hinduism. They have actually used, they have ignored places of worship of Hindus only to appease minorities.
Just keep dividing us. Just keep dividing us. Divide us on religion. Divide us on caste. Divide us on wealth. Divide us on movies.
You have divided. You are the ones. You are the ones.
This is all you're good for.
We believe in Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas. We believe in Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas. You believe in insulting Hindus. You believe in deriding Hindus.
You're a bunch of dividers. You want to divide so that you can rule. Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Shame on you all for dragging our religion through the mud.
You seem to, you have to get your...
I'd like to ask you, 1 minute please. Dushyant Sridhar, can you hear me? Dushyant Sridhar, can you hear me? Dushyant?
Yeah, I can
hear you. Now
you
see the debate
Namaskar.
The debate has reached a very interesting point where people are completely in denial of the fact that Hindu heritage has been ignored earlier. Now, the more examples I give, the more irritated people will get. Should I stop giving the examples, Dushyant? Otherwise, I will ask. I have nothing. I really believe that if there is a fervor, for example, to revive the Nalanda University and its upkeep, to make it, to put hundreds of crores of rupees in reviving Nalanda University, then why was there a hesitance to revive the glory of the Rohtas Sri Shiva temple, which is a 7th century temple? Did people not know the significance of these temples? And now today, when Narendra Modi is taking the lead in ensuring that this happens, they say that it's a political move. How do you read it, Dushyant? Are my questions making people uncomfortable? You know, should we stop asking the questions for this reason, Dushyant, or should we ask more questions? Dushyant? I think the image got frozen again. No, one sec. Yes, the image got frozen again. Sorry for that. We didn't notice that. Yeah, you can take that. You can take that, Manasvi. Sorry, Manasvi.
No, I have a simple question to GVLG. When GVLG started...
No, I have a question to you before you ask GVL a question. No, I want to ask you a question. No, one sec. Just one minute. It's a way of... No, Manasvi, I'm asking you a question. Answer my question. No, I'll give you 1 minute. I'll give you 2 minutes. I'll give you 10 minutes. But you'll have to answer my question. My question is that there are 53 temples.
Ask.
You know, I went to Kashi, I think 2019 in the winter. And when I saw the situation there, you feel like crying. It was not irregularities, it was disrepair. At least 53 temples were discovered from inside illegally constructed houses, centuries old, during the renovation of the Kashi Vishwanath corridor.
Yes.
Right? And was there not a Samajwadi Party government? What did they do? Since he is saying that the responsibility should be with people who are actually restoring these places, what was happening there? Why were they in this kind of situation earlier? Why is that not a thought? Why can't you accept it that Narendra Modi is doing a good thing now, at least restoring their history? Answer the question. Why does it make you uncomfortable? Answer it, Manasvi. Doesn't it make you proud?
Now can I answer?
Yes.
Yeah. So, now please let me answer. Give me that 1 minute which you have committed. You have committed 2, I'll just take 1. Yes, as Hindus, we can be proud of what Narendra Modi ji is doing. But can we say, leave the Congress apart? The question is comes to I.K. Gujral ji, H.D. Devgowda ji, Atal ji, the greatest statesman of this country, Chandrasekhar ji, V.P. Singh ji, Charan Singh ji, Morarji Desai ji, these were non-Congress prime ministers. So are we saying, when GVL Narasimha Rao ji says that from Narendra Modi to asking question to Jawaharlal Nehru, all the between 12 prime ministers have failed to glorify Hindu culture? Are we saying it is only the Prime Minister Narendra Modi who's actually glorifying Hindu culture? We are actually putting a wrong information, or we are giving a wrong narrative to the present generation. I should be proud that all my 14 Prime Ministers have done the greatest work what they could in their capacity as the Prime Minister. But what BJP is trying to create a narrative that all the 12 Prime Ministers, all the 13 Prime Ministers have failed.
No, I'm not. I'll be specific. Okay, I'll be Manasvi. First of all, do I have Dushyant back? Even if he's back for a second, put him on air while he's back. Now my question is. Okay, listen. We heard earlier there was no money. No, Aarti, 1 minute. We heard earlier there was no money. There's a problem with money. Okay. Now tell me, why did the Ram Ki Pauri project? Why did the Ram Ki Pauri project get stalled due to the lack of funds? Listen to the question, no? Why was it told earlier that there are no funds? And why did the Uttarakhand government actually, when it was under the Congress, cut down the money for the Badrinath project? When it was under Congress government, why did the Badrinath Kedarnath Temple Committee under the Congress government slash its budget for that year when the Congress was in power? Why was there no money when the Congress was in power, and why is there a lot of money when the BJP is in power?
No, Arnab, it's not just money. Has the Congress government not filed an affidavit in the court saying Lord Ram is a complete myth? It doesn't exist. I think, have they not hurt not only sentiments of crores of Hindus, but also used it as an alibi not to do any. Sir, not to allow that.
Okay, got your point. Lokesh is responding. Lokesh,
let me get your facts correct, sir. Congress was never anti-Hindu. This form of a narrative is your creation. Congress has always kept the nation secularism ahead of all its policies.
No, the
point is, the BJP and its opportunism has never accepted the idea of nation good. What it did was, it kept Hindu religion as some form of a mirage, so as to attain offices, so as to attain power, and that was what it is doing even now. What has it done for Hinduism?
I think you are the ones, Lokesh, you are the ones who used minority vote bank.
Sir,
you
are wrong.
Always ignored the Hindu.
While in the Constituent Assembly, Nehru ensured that property rights were given to all religious institutions.
Lokesh, okay, one minute. Lokesh, a question for Lokesh and Abhishek. Lokesh, you have a Twitter handle?
No, I don't.
You don't have any social media profile?
I have a Facebook account, that's it. I hardly visit.
Why don't you just put out something with the hashtag Celebrate Hindu Heritage?
I'll do that. I mean, like...
Why? Are you apologetic? What's wrong? Say.
No,
hashtag Celebrate Hindu Heritage.
I find myself better in books than reading something sensible
I'm
and
sorry,
knowledgeable rather than...
No, is it a bad hashtag? Is it not a secular hashtag?
Not a bad
Is my hashtag not secular enough?
Absolutely. It's something I think...
So why can't we say Celebrate Hindu Heritage? Will it make you a right-winger? Will it make you a right-winger?
Arnab, when I'm talking about...
No. I'm asking you, will using this hashtag make you a right-winger? I think I've come to the nub of the issue, Aarti. That's the exact spot.
So, you're not comfortable with it. That the very campaign video of Mr. Rahul Gandhi was the most Hindu-phobic video in the entire political campaigning for elections. So, when they claim that they care about Hindu heritage and Hindu, cherishing and preserving...
No, there is another track of audio for Aarti.
It's a complete lie.
Yes, Aarti. Sorry, don't speak over her. I've got a bad audio line with her, but you can speak.
The very campaign video...
Yeah, go on.
The very campaign video of Mr. Rahul Gandhi was the most Hindu-phobic campaign video in the entire election campaign.
There.
So when they claim that they care about Hindu heritage and they have been preserving Hindu heritage, why is there a problem with, bringing that up when you're actually making public speeches?
Have you even seen the manner in which Rahulji has been going for temples also, mosques also, wherever he can?
Yes.
It's not only about temples. Madam, stop this form of a narrative. बंद करो ये जहर घोलना. आपको शोभा नहीं देता ये सब. थोड़ा सा तो आप ऊपर उठिए. पढ़े लिखे हो आप. कैसी बातें कर रहे हो आप?
Okay, I'll try and go across to Dushyant. Dushyant, before I lose you again, my question to you is, how do you view the debate? How do you view the debate? So far, I'm not going to make it a long question because I think I'll lose the line with you again before I complete my question. Yes, Dushyant.
Yeah, namaskaram to Arnab and namaskaram to my fellow panelists and namaskaram to every Astika who's celebrating this auspicious occasion that's sandwiched between the Vijayadashmi and the Deepavali festival. So it's a very auspicious day, Arnab, because the central part of India, Ujjaini, which has such beautiful connections with Mahakavi Kalidasa, who in some of the opinion is the Shakespeare of India. I would rather call Shakespeare the Kalidasa of the European continent. He states in Meghadutam Kaschit Kanta Virahaguruna Swadhikarat Pramattaha. Then we have Mritchakatikam by Shudraka, who celebrates this beautiful city. It's one of the 7 moksha-giving cities. And here we have Mahakaleshwar, who's a form of Shiva. And then we have Lord Krishna, who was sandwiched between Uttar Pradesh and Gujarat. He was born in Uttar Pradesh, he ruled in Gujarat, but he did his schooling entirely in Ujjain. So it's absolutely a proud moment for every person, immaterial of the religion you follow. I in fact feel, Arnab, it's just not a Hindu who has to feel proud, because it's a person with every religion who's born in this Bharata land who should feel that the poets and the land which is given so much is being celebrated today, rather than feeling that, okay, I was not given credit or I am taking the credit.
So can I ask you more specifically?
Because it has happened today.
More specifically, Dushyant, we are the land where Hinduism originated, right? We are the natural home of Hindus. The question should be asked in a very logical manner. Why was there no pride and acknowledgement of India's Hindu heritage so far? Let's not be politically correct. I feel there was no pride and acknowledgement of our Hindu heritage so far.
But probably, Arnab, people who ruled for a very long time, even in the independent India, though I would not like to cast any particular blame on them, they have had a colonial mindset that anything which relates ourselves to the civilization on the ground may not be accepted worldwide, and it is not so sophisticated and posh. So this mindset that one civilization is not at par with the civilization of the West may have not put them forth in the public arena to say that
no,
I'm proud.
But you know, again that's very, you know, I wouldn't say whether that's.
Can I answer him?
Just 1 minute.
In Pune, there is a Sanskrit dictionary being made whereby all ancient texts are being translated for the public at large. The project was started by Deccan Education Society during the post-independence era.
I just want to tell you, and you know, just hear me for a moment, please. You know, no other country in the world is apologetic about its religious and religio-cultural history. India is home to 100 crore Hindus. Why should we be apologetic about our Hindu legacy? Is the Vatican apologetic about its Christian roots? But in India, problem is, Abhishek, Renu, it's not seen to be secular. Is Saudi Arabia apologetic about being Islam's holy site?
Arnab Goswami,
is Cambodia apologetic about Angkor Wat?
Where are we apologetic towards? We are proud to be Hindus.
But you don't have to wear it on your sleeve. You don't have to make a big show out of it. You don't have to make a big song and dance about it. It's our religion.
He's proud of his religion and the nationality to which he belongs.
I'm not making a song and dance. I'm happy that India's Hindu heritage is being acknowledged.
You are making it into a political issue.
Absolutely not. What a terrible thing to say.
Political issue.
What a terrible thing to say. It tells me about the prism with which you see things.
You are making it into a political issue. You don't even know that religion is a matter of faith. You don't wear it. It's not a issue of statehood. This country has decided.
Oh, now you'll say they're the argument. They're the argument that beyond a point of time. Whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not.
I'm sorry.
Whether you like it or not.
You are off the track.
No, you are completely off the track yourself.
This government is using religion to try and hoodwink people into not discussing any other issue.
Okay. So religion, would anyone on the other side like to respond? Sadhguru, you heard that.
We are proud Hindus.
Sadhguru, you heard that. Would you like to throw some light on this debate?
Everybody has heard. But the fact is, you are trying to mislead people.
I'm not misleading anyone.
GVL Rao is a liar.
GVL is a liar. I'm trying to mislead.
No, this is not the
what
way
is
that
this?
Hinduism
GVL and Sadhguru can respond. Yeah.
That she claims to be a journalist.
This is what is you doing. But point is, Hinduism.
You are a blot on journalism, madam.
It teaches you to be good. It teaches you. No. You can say what you like.
You are a blot on journalism.
But the fact, Mr. Rao,
I don't expect you to. I don't expect you to use such.
You can say whatever you like.
I don't expect you to use such expressions.
Rajya Sabha, one Rajya Sabha can make you say all kinds of things. Is that
what kind of thing? I made points. I said Congress party.
What are you talking about?
No, you are
not even telling the truth.
You are not speaking like an analyst.
Forget Congress party.
You are speaking like a communalist. You are not speaking like a journalist.
We are not discussing the
some decorum
we are discussing
and certain level of analysis.
We are discussing your no. And what about your decorum? You don't believe in decorum. You're telling me about decorum. Telling lies is decorum.
Well, I tell you the problem is the problem is the problem and the tragedy is the tragedy is you know if okay Renu, now I'd like to give Sadhguru an opportunity. When we travel abroad, you know, when Indians travel abroad, we marvel. Allow me, we marvel at how countries preserve their culture and religion. We marvel at it. We take pictures. We go to the Vatican. You know, we will pay $100 entrance fees to enter these places. We say, oh, their churches, their places of worship are so beautifully maintained. When we go to Siam Reap in Cambodia, we marvel at Angkor Wat. But we must realize we have 90% of the Hindus in the world in India. It's the third largest religion, native to India. It is since 2000 plus BC. It is Sanatan Dharma. It is a way of life. I see a discomfort, and I see this government doing more than previous governments in restoring a celebration of Hindu heritage. I'd like Sadhguru to give his view. He began the debate. I'd like to end with him. Briefly, please. Thank you.
Arnab,
Sadhguruji.
Arnab, you are asking a simple question from all of us. Why not we are replying straightforward? हम क्यों इधर उधर की बातें कर रहे हैं? अर्नब, आपने बहुत अच्छा सवाल पूछा कि प्रीवियस गवर्नमेंट ने, पहले के लोगों ने इस हिंदू कल्चर को, सनातन कल्चर को जो कभी न कभी खंडित किया गया था, उनको रेनोवेट करने में उन्होंने कभी इतनी इच्छा शक्ति नहीं दिखाई जो अभी वर्तमान प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने दिखाया है। तो हम सबको सपोर्ट करना चाहिए। हमारे घर में बहुत सारे, हम कॉन्सोलेशन प्राइजेस क्यों बांट रहे हैं सभी प्रधानमंत्रियों को? बाकी प्रधानमंत्री बाकी चीजों में जो उनके अच्छे कार्य हैं उनकी बात करिए, लेकिन बात हो रही है सनातन हिंदू सुनिए हिंदू संस्कृति को। और एकमात्र देश हमारा यही है भारत, यहाँ पर हम लोग रहते हैं और कहीं हम हैं नहीं। यहाँ की संस्कृति के अगर पुनरुद्धार के लिए कोई सरकार काम कर रही है तो हम अलग अलग डिबेट क्यों कर रहे हैं? हम सब क्यों नहीं खड़े होकर कह रहे हैं कि बहुत पहले होना चाहिए था, अब हो रहा है, हम समर्थन करते हैं। हमें समर्थन
वेद का सार अरण्य का और उपनिषद में निह श्रेयस कहता है, जिसके तहत
इस पर डिबेट फिर होगी। समय शेष हो चुका है। इस पर मैं फिर से आपको डिबेट पे बुलाऊंगा और आप इस पे तब तक आत्मचिंतन कीजिए लोकेश जी, कि मैंने जो सवाल उठाए, जो सदगुरु जी ने हमको बताए, इस पर आप आत्मचिंतन कीजिए। फिर पे इस पर बातचीत होगी। आई थैंक यू ऑल वेरी मच, लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन। इफ यू रिमेंबर when the sadhus were killed in Palghar, we really questioned it. We sustained the questioning on it, and as a result of it, the Uddhav-Sonia government tried to take on Republic. Viewers, you will remember when I questioned Sonia Gandhi, the Uddhav government questioned me for over 18-20 hours non-stop, viewers. Today, 2 years later, the CBI is entering the Palghar case, and I really hope the first thing they do is find out what was the political conspiracy behind the go-slow. That is on the other side.
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है, पर नामुमकिन नहीं। अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ Century Ply Club Prime. आग से बचाए.
Enroll in any of REVA's wide range of courses designed to take on an evolving